Welcome to BBQ Life UK. My name's Tom and today we're cooking barbecue pulled pork. So using pork shoulder for this cook. I've trimmed it all up, I've taken off all the silver skin, all the excess fat and the outer skin itself. When I did this it split itself down into two pieces. I see this as an advantage as it's going to give me more room to put more rub on. So to make the rub, we're going to start with 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika, a teaspoon of black pepper, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of mustard powder, and a teaspoon of onion powder. And for the rub to stick you need to use a binder. I like to use a mild yellow mustard. So we're going to cover the pork shoulder completely in the yellow mustard before adding the rub. So sprinkle your rub on, making sure to cover all sides. I like to give it a good pat to make sure that everything's stuck. We're going to truss up the pork shoulder using butcher's twine, put the smaller piece inside the big piece and just tie it up nice and tight. So I'm using charcoal briquettes for this cook. I've set them up in a snake method. I've then put tin foil across the rest of the bottom of the barbecue so that the airflow can only move up through the briquettes itself. I'm using the small pieces out the bottom of the bag of lumpwood charcoal to get this lit. I find it's a nice way to get the temperature up straight away. So place the pork shoulder in for an indirect cook. The plan is to take this up to about 73 degrees C before I wrap it. I've got a Inkbird probe in there and I've also got an Inkbird probe checking the ambient temperature of the barbecue, which I'm aiming for 120 degrees C. I'm using oak wood chips just to get a nice smoky flavour. So we're 3.5 hours in and I've hit the stall. It's sat at 69 degrees for well over 40 minutes now, so I've decided it's time to take it out and wrap it. I'm going to use 2 layers of tin foil, keep it nice and tight. This will keep the moisture in to give us a nice sauce for when we pull it. So put the pork back in on an indirect cook, stick the probe back in, we're going to take it to 96 degrees C and then we're going to check for tenderness. So we've hit 96 degrees C, we're just going to use another probe, check for tenderness. If this goes in like butter, then you're just where you need to be. So you want to let your pork rest for at least half an hour before you start pulling. Take it out into a bowl, make sure you get all the juices in there as well. Take a couple of forks and just start shredding away. The reason we cook pork slowly is because this helps break down the fibres in the meat, which is what enables you to pull it like this. So all in all this turned out to be about a 6.25 hour cook. It went on at 10:30 this morning and it come off just after 4:30 this afternoon. Had a stall about 69-70 degrees. That lasted an hour and 20 minutes. I decided to wrap at that point rather than waiting for it to get to 73 like I wanted to. We hit the stall, I'll get it wrapped and I can just leave the lid shut and let it pull through the stall. Let's give this a try. A nice bit of bark first. It's got a nice bite through with the bark. And then we'll try a piece out the middle. It's got a lovely smoky flavour. The middle's just as nice, beautifully tender, shredded perfectly. I don't think it could have got any better than that. I like the fact that it came into 2 pieces when I took it out of the packet. It gave me an advantage to put a lot more rub right away through the middle of the meat, which is something I don't normally get to do. So yeah, all in all, absolutely fantastic cook. I'm going to take this in, split it in half. I want half with barbecue sauce and half without. My middle one, she doesn't like barbecue sauce, me and the boy do, so that's why we're going to split it. I'm also going to freeze some for a cook I've got later on in the year. So if you like what we're doing here at BBQ Life UK, then please do consider subscribing to the channel. Let me know what you think of the video, give it a thumbs up, and thank you very much for watching.